1-17. The 17 consecutive losses, tying a franchise record for Orlando. Meantime, San Antonio's only won 2 games on the road. So good on the road last year. They have played some tough teams, but they have struggled away from the SBC. Jim Clark, the referee, throws it up. Joins Gary Zielinski and Violet Palmer working the game tonight. The Spurs in black, the Magic in white, and Ginobili has the ball in his hand. Duncan has it, watched by Juwan Howard with Denver last year. Tim comes across the lane and hits the first field goal of the night. Here's Ginobili. Coach, his minutes haven't doubled, but his production has, which is a great thing, you would think, but they do miss him in some ways.
I really think they miss him. I talked to Pop a little bit about it today, about putting him back on the bench. I think he's a great player. I think he's a great young star in our league, but I just think the Spurs need some more energy and some juice off the bench.
Duncan puts it in off the glass. Tim has 6 of the San Antonio 8. Game was stopped there for a second. Get the shot clock set up properly. Juwan Howard tried to return the favor off the window. And Duncan's laughing with him coming back up the floor. And that's him setting up shop as well. Clear out for the MVP. Going right at the 10-year veteran. Wanted the foul. Got the basket anyway.
I think Pop right now is seeing that Orlando is going to play Duncan straight up, and they're going to exploit that as long as it's one-on-one.
I can't let other teams see me frustrated. I can't let my teammates, for the most part, see me frustrated. No, I just got to keep my head above water. Just go out and play and compete at a high level, and just go out and do what I do. You know, that's all I can ask for myself and my team. We go out there and we compete.
It's got to be a dangerous time for McGrady because he's trying to get this done on his own, and he can't do that.
No, there's no way he can do it by himself. And I just think since the playoffs last year, they're 2-27. People forget they're 1-7 in the exhibition season, and they all lost 3 in a row after he made the comment that they had clinched the playoffs.
Well, there is McGrady flying through the air for the putback as he gets his first field goal to make it an 11-10 game. Yeah, they were in the opening round series as an 8 seed against the top-seeded Detroit Pistons, up 3-1 heading back to the Palace of Auburn Hills. McGrady made the comment about the series being over. That did get back to the Pistons, who won Game 5, came down here and won Game 6, and closed them out with a big opening number in Game 7. McGrady heating up as he's hit back-to-back field goals.
He is a great basketball player, but his mind, his mental maturity is what's being tested right now.
San Antonio dry here the last couple of minutes. The pick and roll. Petrulia comes to help on Duncan, so Tim Duncan, another chance for a three-point play, and he has drawn 3 of the 4 fouls on Orlando here in the first quarter. Tim's taking a little more of the offense into his own hands as we get into December. Look at McGrady!
Wow.
Soaring for the right-hand jam. Duncan working on Howard again. Missed the handoff to Bowen, turned it over.
They squeezed the ball, crowded the ball, and got a turnover.
Look at Tracy McGrady. If there's any doubt as to the effort being put in by the star, the captain of the Magic, you've just seen it in the last 3.5 minutes.
I think right now Orlando struggles with making outside shots. Without Garrity, without Darrell Armstrong, with some of the losses they've had. Actually, Tracy McGrady is probably their best outside shooter.
2 good blocks by Donnell Harvey. On the other end, Ginobili comes away with the steal. In the open floor, finds Jason Hart. Duncan the rebound, and that was easy. Rod Strickland, he's been in this league for 16 years for no reason. I'm sorry, you're 8 inches taller than me. I got no shot. Well, he's struggling with what his role is on this team. When they got Juwan Howard, it was, are you a 3 or are you a 4? That was 2 from Duncan. Nice feed by Ori. Starovich set the screen for Parker. Hands it back to Tony. Coming off that injured ankle. Trying to pass it up top. Kiricek. Ginobili just reaches right in and knocks it away. But Gooden cleans up the mess. And Popovich wants to get a timeout.
We've got a lot of guys who are not selfish players, but because of the situation and that lack of leadership, they're very interested in doing well themselves and showing what they can do individually, and don't really have a concept yet of what it takes team-wise to get this whole baby done.
Is that a politically correct answer of selfishness?
It's palatable. It's palatable to the players. The one thing about this guy, Pop does some things that other coaches would not do, has a little different view on things, and he gets the respect of his players in large part because of the guy with the ball. Tim Duncan is the leader of this team as he knocks it in off the window, right off the bench. Now in his 8th year as the head coach. The championship in the shortened season of '99 and last year, of course. Duncan again, easy hoops inside, and there has not been a defensive answer for Tim, who's 8 of 12 from the field, has 20 points already here tonight.
And you got two great coaches in Gruden and Pop who have the ability to persevere through the times.
Nice find of Parker by Duncan.
Then you got Doc and Byron Scott, who are kind of struggling with the trouble.
Poor pass by Parker.
A good defensive play.
Howard all the way. Juwan Howard. Duncan, who has been dominant in this first half. Even when he loses it, he comes to an open spot.
He's really good, too.
Is he? Same five that started for the Spurs. Duncan and Nesterovic, the big men. Parker, Ginobili, and Bowen, the other three. And Duncan uses the left hand to continue his clinic here tonight. Here he is on McGrady. Tracy takes him baseline. Nesterovic was there, but McGrady still scores. And the foul. Nesterovic watched by Andrew DeClerc defensively. He's backing down DeClerc. Rasho has the size advantage. McGrady takes the board and takes off. Trying to do it on his own. He's turned away by half the Spurs team. Nice pass from Howard to DeClerc. Nice little run here for Orlando, cutting the San Antonio halftime lead of 11 down to 8.
This game has a feel that San Antonio should be winning by 18.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the one good thing for Orlando right now.
The defense by DeClerc came right down the lane with Parker. McGrady in the open floor. Lou to the right. There's Lou. There's three.
Go in. Good.
And Greg Popovich wants a timeout. Carry over from the back end of the half. A 13-4 run with a steal by Giricek. Lou goes at Parker. Did he get it? Yes! And a foul to boot. McGrady to Howard to DeClerc again. Second time this quarter that has been bingo, bango, bongo. Duncan waiting for space to clear. Got the hoop and got the fourth personal foul on Andrew DeClerc. The one thing you get in either guy, and McGrady gets beat up for it because sometimes he doesn't look like he's having fun. And Tim is quiet also. They are not very boisterous leaders. McGrady rises and hits three. He's having a great quarter here tonight.
3 or 4 years ago, they said the same things about Duncan that they're saying about McGrady. He was too soft. He didn't compete hard enough. He won the championship. It's different now. Tracy McGrady will change his image, too.
Duncan called for that ball, fought for position there. Johnny Davis's team, once down 18, 51-33, leads by 8. Duncan alone on Gooden. Good night. And a foul. Parker 1 of 4 from the field. Manu 0 of 3. McGrady waiting to dive down and help. Harvey comes over. Duncan arches it over him anyway. 14 field goals, 34 points for Tim. McGrady has been so explosive here. He has had a great third quarter. 15 of his Magic leading 25 have come here in the third. The free throws by McGrady square the game at 82. Duncan working inside, blocked by Gooden, but Tim gets it back and now has a season-high 37 points. Lob for Gooden, deflected by Ori. Drew chased it down, intent to shoot. Mercer aggressively defending McGrady. Tracy rises up. Gooden the rebound. Good reset. Court on Giricek.
They needed that one. They needed that one to go in. I'm rooting for him.
Pop ass for the push. Parker takes to the hole and extends the lead to 4. San Antonio leads by 3. They had a big lead, if you weren't with us at the top, up by 18 in the first half. Their guards haven't played well. Parker and Ginobili have struggled. Duncan has carried the load. Inside for 39 points now on 16 of 29 shooting. You're good and ready to go.
Good defense. Very good defense.
Rasho Nesterovic, who's done his part here tonight with a dozen points as well. Parker all the way. Just ran right down the back of Duncan. Didn't allow the defender to get there. And quick blink, and it's +7. Nesterovic to Duncan inside over Giracek. A 10-1 run. San Antonio leads by 9, and Orlando takes a timeout. Parker and Duncan work that two-man game well, and Duncan takes it into the 40s. 43 points now for Tim. Parker and Duncan move their two-man game to the other side of the floor, and Duncan goes to 47. 19 of 33 from the field for Tim Duncan.
And the one thing about Greg Popovich, he's every time we've had Greg and every time I've talked to him, he always says what a wonderful experience it is and what a privilege it's been and how lucky he is to coach Tim Duncan. And I think we saw that tonight.
San Antonio will snap its 4-game losing streak, and even its record at 500. The Magic have never been this bad. 18 consecutive losses.